What's happening, financial coaches? It's Pete here. I want to talk to you today about something. I've kind of talked about it before, and I see this coming up a lot. Again, it's been coming up recently here where people have been asking me about doing workshops. And the issue here is that they are asked to do a workshop and they realize that this is a request that someone's had and that they might be able to charge for it. And they get into it, and there are reasons that they might or might not be able to charge. So recently it came up that a financial coach I knew was asked by a nonprofit to come and do a presentation about budgeting and saving. And that's something I've done a number of times. It's something that I have on the shelf that I can dust off and do whenever. I have it presentation set up where it's kind of like a game show where it can be fun. We have it where it can be very clinical and it's just down and dirty, and we spend 30 minutes actually crushing through a bunch of stuff, or an hour going deep into the details, or whatever it might be, right? So I have done these, and generally, especially on the nonprofit side of things, it's not that they aren't trying to make a profit, and it's not that they don't have budgets for stuff, but generally, what they are doing is they are looking for people who are willing to donate their time. And this may seem obvious, but I feel like it's something that a lot of people struggle with. They see an ask from someone and then equate that to how much would you be willing to pay? Because the reality is, most of these nonprofits, if they're asking you as a financial coach to come and present, they could go to any number of organizations who probably have a fantastic presentation, something very polished, probably a very good trainer who would be willing to donate that time for free. So I've worked for a couple of financial or Fortune 500 companies, and we would happily do those for free. In fact, that's how I did a bunch of them, because we would eat the time and cost. In fact, not only would we do that, but we would usually provide them some of our materials, or in one case, our CEO had written a book, so we'd bring copies of the book. We would pay for food. Generally, if you asked me and you had people, I had a $5,000 per event budget to spend on that. And if you are doing a workshop for an hour, you probably wouldn't come close to that, but we would order in food, have materials, have what we call like workshop placemats with tips and tricks, and you could take notes on it. We'd have logoed pens, so you'd get all that, and even some like tchotchkes that you could take away at the end. So we would actually provide everything for it, including food and supplies. All right. So that's what you're up against in this case. And people who are doing this regularly, maybe certified, honestly, a lot of times they might have a great home office job, and this is kind of beneath them, but it's what we do. And a lot of these companies record that because it's chalked up as a donation, and the money that they spend on it comes out of their charitable contributions or their tax deductible or whatever it might be. All right. So the idea that a nonprofit would come to a new coach, maybe someone who has just hung up their shingle, doesn't even have any clients yet, doesn't have a presentation made. If this is you, that you're like, I'm trying to figure out what I should put in the presentation, I'm not really sure, what do you think these people are looking for? That's probably a good sign that they're asking you because you're going to be free. They have assumed you're going to be free. And they are trying to help you out in a way that is going to give you some visibility, maybe some clients out of this, right? It's a nonprofit that they will probably do the promotion for you. They probably have their own mailing list. So the idea that you would come to them and be like, how much could I charge each person that attends? And what will probably happen is they will probably do these presentations either for free or charge a very nominal fee to attend, like $5 a head or $10 a family or something like that, because they're trying to fill the seats, and they will use those funds to help pay for their nonprofit operations, because a lot of nonprofits have very expensive operations, right? And so if they get 20 people there, maybe they bring in $200 for the event or $100. It's about kind of doing their mission as well as, bringing in money, because they're probably going to spend more than that unless it's volunteer run. Okay. My point here is that if you think you're going to charge for that, if you go that route, they might want to split maybe some of the registration fee with you, but the reality is they probably aren't expecting you to charge. They think this is a partnership. You're providing content for an hour of your time. They are helping you get visibility. They are giving you a platform to speak. They are doing the marketing for you. They are allowing you to basically leverage their network. And you might get some clients out of it on the back end, especially if your business is financial coaching. It's not giving workshops. This is your marketing funnel. This is your marketing outreach. And so What I don't want people to do here is to confuse an opportunity to grab a couple of quick bucks with something you should be doing for free. And if they didn't ask, you'd probably be out at the libraries printing off your own flyers, desperately trying and hounding people to come to fill 10 seats in your workshop or your virtual online seminar or whatever it is. And in this case, you might have 20, 50, 100 people in seats at someone else's cost and on their effort. And so don't undersell that. Don't look this gift horse in the mouth. Take it, run with it. If you can convert some people, and probably they will let you, do some self-promotion at the end saying, hey, listen, this is just scratching the surface. This is just getting started. If you want to dive deeper into this, because you have specific questions, you've got some good tips here that you're like, yeah, but how does this apply to me? That's where I can be of help because I'm a financial coach. We can figure out what you've got going on in your specific situation so that we can make an appropriate plan for you. We'll build you a plan together and help you get through this. So that's the value for you, is that you're getting free marketing and effort. So again, don't be tantalized or tempted too much at maybe being comped 20, 50 bucks for something, because I think what you'll probably do is burn the bridge with that organization saying, hey, listen, I'm a nonprofit. I can get this from any big company. Citibank will be happy to send someone down. Bank of America will be happy to send someone down. The local credit union would probably be happy to send someone down. Some YouTuber talking head would probably be happy to do this. We could put it up virtually in our conference room, so we don't even need someone physically on site. But I'm doing you a solid. Can you do us a solid? And can we have a partnership here? So anyway, I hope that helps. If you are getting asked to do presentations, my expectation, if I were the one asking, is that you're going to do it for free. And if you're not, I'm probably going to move on. And I'm probably not going to ask you again, because there's just a wealth of people, especially in my area here in the Chicago area, that would happily slide into that position for you. And especially if you're building your business and looking for marketing opportunities, this is a great one. Don't ruin it for the allure of $5, $10, $15. All right. Hopefully that helps. I'll see you later.